Hi, I'm Matt Sones. I'm an RIT student, and I've been attending North for about 4 years since I came to RIT. And I had an opportunity this summer to go to Cairo, Egypt with InterVarsity Christian Fellowship. Before I went on this trip, I have to admit, looking back at my life, that I really didn't care about poverty or about issues of social justice at all. And it's all over the Bible. You read and you see how much God cares for the poor and oppressed, but somehow I've overlooked that. And I spent 5 weeks living in a garbage village where the people of Mokattam collect garbage from the city of Cairo, bring it back to their village, to their homes, and sort it and recycle it to make a very small amount of money. They are oppressed and forced into that job basically because they're Christians living among a Muslim majority. And I got to live there and experience that with them. Before you have this big word, poverty, right? And I was like, oh, that's a bad thing, probably. But what can I do about it? You know, it doesn't affect me. I'm this wealthy suburbanite in America. I can go anywhere I want, have a great education, but suddenly, after spending this time with these people in a garbage village, I have friends, people that I love and care about and value, who are poor and oppressed. And that changes everything, because now there's this word poverty, and it's not just some giant word out there somewhere, you know, it's a face and a name of someone I love. And then I have to do something. I must do something about poverty in the world. I was working with mentally handicapped kids in the mornings. One particular kid, his name was Simon, and I think he was very strongly autistic from his mannerisms. He was very musical, would mumble at most if he was talking, but would be very loud in singing. He would kiss the back of his hand frequently, or he would only look at you out of the bottoms of his eyes like this. And so it was really cute, great kid. The one strange thing he also did was he liked to put the edges of his thumbs on things. And I don't know what he was really doing with his thumbs, but he did that often, get up and put his thumbs on the walls. And one day, as I was kind of struggling with how do I interact with these kids, I'm kind of just sitting here playing along with their games. What am I really doing? And God began to show me, it's not about what you're doing here. You need to love these kids. And so I pulled my chair up next to Saman and asked myself, what can I do to connect with this kid? How can I love him? And I decided I would try to speak his language a little bit. So I reached my thumb over and pressed the edge of my thumb on his knee. And he turned and he looked at me straight on for the first time ever. And I knew something was connecting. Then he grabbed my hand and put it into the right position to show me how to measure things with my thumb, or whatever he was doing, and pushed it back on my knee. And we went back and forth for a little bit, him looking at me and doing our thumb touching thing. And after a few minutes, his head is in my lap and I'm rubbing his back and trying not to cry. Full of joy that I was able to connect with Saman, but full of sorrow that the life this kid has to lead, where he's not really valued by his society at all. And God told me at that point, Matt, you need to love people that nobody else loves. So God has taken me from someone who loved him but didn't realize that the way God loves is to value those who aren't really valued by our society. And He has just completely transformed the way I live my life. I'm currently leading a social justice small group with InterVarsity at RIT and helping other people to try to get involved here in Rochester and make a difference somehow. To give people the same kind of experience of getting to know and learning to love someone who's from a completely different situation, and hopefully in doing so to transform the lives of others.